What if The Sopranos was a Pixar movie? Picture this. Tony Soprano sitting in Dr. Melfi's office, but instead of talking about mob hits, he's totally stressed out about cupcakes. He's wringing his hands, going, "Doc, the pressure is immense. The annual neighborhood bake sale ... It's all on me. What if the frosting isn't the right consistency? What if my sprinkles aren't evenly distributed? This is worse than any turf war I've ever been in, so Tony decides he can't do it alone. He calls in the family. First up, Paulie Walnuts. Tony puts him on sanitation duty. You see Paulie in a full hazmat suit, meticulously wiping down every baking sheet, telling everyone, "We're gonna have the cleanest, most germ-free cannelus in all of Jersey. I don't want to see a single microbe on these biscotti, capisci." He's taking it so seriously, you'd think he was preparing for surgery, not a bake sale. Then there's Christopher Multisanti. Tony, in a moment of questionable judgment, puts him in charge of marketing. Christopher, of course, thinks he's Martin Scorsese. He gets a camera and starts directing this overly dramatic, black and white commercial. From the streets that brought you ... respect, he narrates in a gravelly voice. Comes a bake sale that you can't refuse. He's got slow motion shots of flour falling like snow and dramatic close-ups of chocolate chips. It's intense. Silvio's in the background, practicing his Al Pacino face while holding a tray of brownies, just trying to get his big break. The day of the bake sale arrives. The guys set up their table, looking tough, wearing their tracksuits, surrounded by surprisingly delicate-looking pastries. Tony's feeling good, he's feeling confident, and then ... disaster strikes. Right across the street, the rival PTA from North Caldwell sets up their own table, and they are not playing around. They've got multi-layered macarons, gluten-free, artisanal sourdough breads, and cupcakes that look like tiny works of art. It's a full-on pastry showdown. The two groups start eyeing each other down. The PTA moms are whispering about Tony's lopsided muffins. Paulie is muttering about their questionable hygiene standards. The tension is thick enough to cut with a cake knife. It escalates quickly into an all-out bake-off. Flour starts flying through the air like a blizzard. Chocolate sauce is splattered everywhere. Christopher is trying to capture it all on film, yelling, "This is cinematic gold tea. It's pure, chaotic, sugary warfare." Just when it seems like all is lost and the fancy macarons are winning the day, a calm descends. Carmela Soprano arrives. She hasn't been part of the chaos. She just calmly sets down a single, large tray on their table. On it are her homemade cannelus. They're not fancy. They don't have gold leaf or exotic fruit. They're just simple, perfectly made, and filled with the creamiest ricotta. One of the PTA moms, intrigued, wanders over and tries one. Her eyes go wide. Then another person tries one, and another. Soon, a huge line forms, not for the fancy pastries, but for Carmela's classic cannelus. The rival PTA is defeated. The neighborhood is united by the sheer deliciousness of a perfectly crafted dessert. Tony stands back, watching the scene, a proud smile on his face. He puts an arm around Carmela and looks at his crew, now covered head to toe in flour and frosting. He learned a valuable lesson that day. Sometimes, you don't need threats or intimidation. Sometimes, the best way to win a war ... is with a really good pastry. And maybe, just maybe, family is the secret ingredient after all. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this little story, hit that subscribe button for more.